Welcome to the Monks and Isaiah podcast. How have you been, Isaiah?
Good.
That's good to hear. Myself, I haven't been great. I've been better. We'll get into that with the first topic. A preview of what the topics are going to be today. It's going to be a two-part video. We're going to talk about things that's been going on in my life with school. We're going to talk about 16 NFL things, release players, trades, etc. And then we'll take a break. And then the second video comes out. We're going to talk about the Braves win the World Series. Isaiah is a Braves fan. He'll have plenty of thoughts on that. Week 9 predictions, and then we're going to get to the winners of Week 9 for the early games. We're going to talk about new Boston mayor, and eventually we'll get into Week 10 NFL predictions. And we'll also say a special things that some people might be curious, I don't know, at the end of this podcast, which we'll get to when we get there. So, we're going to start, mainly going to be me talking for the first story, my school story. So, the 22nd and 24th of October, through the 24th, I should say, I was put on emergency leave by the school because apparently I was accused of, touching a boy's area, which I'm in complete denial of doing. I'm in complete denial, and I'm pretty honest with my actions. I've been suspended for picking up someone in the bathroom, and I was completely honest about that. I'm in complete denial of doing this. I'm not embarrassed of it because I know what I did. What happened is he reported this incident on Monday, and apparently happened Monday, but he reported it 2 days later on Thursday. And then I find out that Monday, the 24th, I've been suspended 6 days, 6.5 technically. Again, complete shocked because I'm in complete denial of doing it. So that passed, and then my dad had a meeting on Monday of this week, the 1st of November, and basically I am not going to be allowed back in school until the end of January. But my suspension ended Friday, so I'm not going to be in punishment. I'm not kicked out of my school back with. But basically I'm going to be going get some tests done. One test is Tuesday.
On my birthday?
Yep, that's true. 2 to 3 tests will be getting taken. Well, 2 to 3 hour tests. I'm going to be going to a different school that regards special education and special needs kids. And I don't know, so I have to go to the school for 45 school days, which won't be until the end of January with weekends and days off. So that's that story. I'm quickly changing subject now. Let's talk about the NFL. Oh, baby. This is going to be fun. First things first. One of the first topics of the week. Jameis Winston of the New Orleans Saints is out for the season with a torn ACL. What's some thoughts?
Just seeing how he did against the Buccaneers and with the quarterback situation. I feel like they should have started Taysom Hill over Trevor Siemian today.
I agree, and I think the Saints are playing. They're doing excellent, and I actually had them potentially winning with Michael Irving of NFL Network. I heard he actually had them winning the NFC South.
Yeah.
And that's going to be pretty hard now because Winston's out.
Yep.
So, moving on to our second story here. Probably the biggest blow of the potential week besides it's been a crazy week of NFL. Let's say that. Yeah. Derrick Henry is out for the season. Foot injury. What are your thoughts of King Henry being out?
Oh, boy. The Titans have to play the Rams today. and I don't see them winning that. So I just think whoever that backup running back is, they need to be doing something tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. They're going to have to figure out other ways to win games without going through him all the time.
Yeah.
The biggest trade of the week, the Broncos trade Von Miller to the Rams, and that Rams defense is just getting stacked. I don't think Miller's playing tonight, though. But yeah, what are your thoughts on that trade and how it might impact the Broncos or the Rams coming up? And real quick, I heard Von Miller said he went to sleep 4-4 and he woke up 7-1.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Going back to what you just said about that waking up to 4-4 and 7-1. Yeah, he did go from 4-4 to 7-1 to the Rams, and I see why the Rams probably picked him up because they probably needed him or they wanted to get the defense good or something.
Yeah, they just want their defense.
That you can say to that will make it like.
Another story, Adrian Peterson was signed by the Tennessee Titans. He's the running back. He did start. He's going to start tonight for Derrick Henry. So, quick little pickup by the Titans. Just any thoughts of how the Titans could use him?
By not trying to get him hurt.
That's a good point. All right. We're kind of flying fast here because this is a lot. Melvin Ingram from Pittsburgh to Kansas City. Thoughts on that?
I wonder why the Pittsburgh Steelers even traded him. That's what I'm.
We may never know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have no idea how to say his name. Charles Omenihu from the Jets got traded to the 49ers. I really don't know who that player necessarily is, so I really can't, nor Isaiah really can give information about it. So now, probably the saddest news of the week. Henry Ruggs crash. He was going 152 miles per hour down a Las Vegas street. Obviously, drinking under the influence, being stupid. Unfortunately, it did ended up resulting in a death of a person, which is never good for anyone. And now Henry Ruggs has to deal with that of technically accidentally killing a person, which is never good to think of. Now, Wednesday, he's supposed to have court, and if he's convicted, he's going to could be up to 46 years in prison. So it just shows how one stupid mistake can potentially ruin your life. And I've learned that very, very seriously myself, you know. It's like, I bet he didn't mean it. I bet he was just being stupid, and I know. If you're going 152, I don't know what you're supposed to expect. It's very tough for some cars to go that speed. So, obviously, the prayers go out to, honestly, both families. Ruggs' family for potentially losing him, and the victim's family. So, on other news, Dan Brown goes to the Chiefs from the Jets for Lynette Duval-Tardif. Again, I'm not going to get on that because I really don't know the players. But that's another news. The Rams release Deshaun Jackson. Later, he signs with Las Vegas. What are your thoughts on that?
You never know why they might trade him to the Raiders.
I know why. Because of Henry Ruggs, and they need someone to fulfill in his spot, so that's why. Obviously, night of Vincent, the Raiders obviously released Ruggs due to the charges right now. Hopefully next week we'll have an update on Henry Ruggs' incident on where he's going to be charged for. Another big injury, Michael Thomas of the New York Saints is out for the season with ankle injury. How might that impact the Saints as well as going without Winston?
I'm trying to keep up with all the injuries here since I do have Instagram and Twitter, but I'm just thinking that now did he get this injury when they was playing the Bucks? Because
Believe so.
yeah. So whoever twisted his ankle or whatever.
Yeah.
I think they would have known better to do that, but you never know what can happen in the
NFL. Obviously, socials for all of us will be in the link down in the description. Another big news story. One of many this week. Aaron Rodgers, COVID-19. He was unvaccinated. He was also lied at the beginning of the season by saying he's been ingested with the vaccine. He lied about it. And now the Packers are under investigation for what was the word I just engaging and no, not engaging, like enforcing, that's the word, enforcing the COVID-19 protocols. So Jordan Love's playing. He's currently losing to the Chiefs right now. What do you think? And he has to be unvaccinated for 10 days, so he's missing this week and potentially would miss next week against the Seahawks. So what are your thoughts on Rodgers being out and the lying perspective of it?
I know I'm gonna be getting religious here, but just mind what I say here. God knows what is going to go on.
Yeah. Well, he can't. Well, here I'm gonna say this. No one can predict the future.
Yeah, nobody.
He can't either. He's just gonna take it day by day and do bad people wrong and do good people good. So.
But anyways, on Aaron Rodgers' case, he tried to tell the truth about he wasn't vaccinated. Then I bet that they probably would have given him the vaccine if he didn't even get it.
Karma. All right, on to another big story this week. Odell Beckham Jr. released. Will be set on waivers tomorrow. If he's not picked up by 4 p.m. on Tuesday, he will be a free agent and will be able to choose the team. Some top teams include New Orleans, Baltimore, New England, even Green Bay. Where do you think he'll end up? What teams do need him? And do you even think he'll be waived and picked up before Tuesday?
I know the Panthers don't need him because we got Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore.
Yeah, I don't really.
I would say he might be. Now this is what I'm going to think. He might be going to the sorry Dolphins.
I've heard that too. I've heard the Dolphins too. But I don't know if we need him anymore. Did you see the 2 one-handed plays Gesicki made today? You got to look those up, though.
I didn't even get that game.
No, look on YouTube. The NFL will have 2 videos of Gesicki's one-handed catch. Do that while we take a break in a little bit after we finish these stories. Personally, I think he's going to end up... I honestly think he should end up on a Dallas or Baltimore type of team there. I kind of see him there. But we just don't know yet. And hopefully we'll find out tomorrow. And hopefully... Well, maybe we'll have to do a breaking news thing on Instagram. Links will be in description as well.
When I'm not in school, though.
Yeah. Jets, Marcus May torn Achilles and will be out for the season. Thoughts on how the Jets might be impacted by that?
The Jets suck.
Simple as that. Next question. Next topic. Dolphins, Devontae Parker. Shirt I'm wearing it now. Number 11. He's out. He was out this game with a hamstring injury. Again, my thoughts are the Dolphins had one of their excellent games today, and I'm just going to say that. 3 interceptions by both sides. Fumble recoveries left and right. Great game, great defensive game, low scoring. I love the game today. So yeah. And last story before we end this part of the podcast. Ravens wanted Xavier Howard at the trade deadline, but the Dolphins wanted premium picks to trade him. What are your thoughts on if this deal could have been made? How would it change both of us, both teams, Ravens and Dolphins?
I feel like the Ravens would have did something with him, but not too much. Like Miami's doing with him right now.
Yeah, interception leader last season, Howard, Pro Bowler. Yeah.
So if that would have happened, I would say, I'm just gonna put it to you straight. Miami would not win another game. Now that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you. If we lose one more game, we're done. We're out of the playoffs. If we win every other game, we can get up to 10 wins and potentially be in the playoffs. We have Baltimore. We have Baltimore next week. Now imagine that. We traded Howard, and guess who we play? Baltimore. Not to mention, we just played the Texans, who we wanted to trade for Deshaun Watson. And then, today with the Panthers game, Stephon Gilmore. Listen, Isaiah. Stephon Gilmore caught that interception. He knew what the Patriots' play was going to be because he used to be on the team.
But, okay, Sam Darnold needs to go.
And we're going to get on to why you say that in the next podcast video. So that's going to do it for this version, part 1. We will be back with the podcast in about 2 seconds, logically, for you, because you can just click on the video after, because they're both going to be posted right after each other. I'm going to schedule them for tonight or tomorrow, one or another. So that'll do it here. Total time of this video, 17:25. Have a great night, y'all, and we'll